Okay, the next group that we're going to talk about are carboxylic acids. So it contains a carbonyl group, and that carbonyl carbon is also connected to a hydroxyl group, a OH group, as well as some are functional group. So you've seen these before, right? We're just swiftly going through these names. The carboxylic acids are formed by the oxidation of aldehydes or alcohols. So here's an example. We have an alcohol, it's oxidized to an aldehyde first, right? And so in its oxidation, instead of this carbon being connected to a so we have a single bond between this carbon and oxygen. It's oxidized to connection to a double bond. To a double bond. So we form this aldehyde, and then this aldehyde can undergo further oxidation to form this carboxylic acid. So formic acid is the most simplest example of a carboxylic acid that we know of. We have this carboxylic acid group, and then carbon is connected to hydrogen. So formic acid it's the reason that like ants, red ants can bite you and it has like this stinging sensation. Funny story, I've definitely had red ants in my pants before. When I was in high school, I was at the DMV with a friend and it was really, really crowded. Like all the seats were filled, people were standing up. So we were like sitting kind of on a windowsill. And I'm just sitting there and it like feels like something's just biting me. I'm like, what is this? And then I look and there is like a little sea of red ants. So I have to go into the bathroom and strip naked and shake out all of my clothes with red ants. And this friend just found it so hilarious. It kind of is funny because who actually literally has ants in their pants, right? It's like a figure of speech for it to have actually happened. So anyway, it was the formic acid that was being released, right, from those ants that were stinging me everywhere. Acetic acid, right, our favorite weak acid that we talked about all semester long. Another example of a carboxylic acid. All right, so let's look at esters. Esters, they contain a carbonyl group, but that second oxygen atom is connect instead of a hydrogen, it's connected to some other functional group. And we just put R prime to denote that it's a different functional group from this R group on carbon. They could be the same, but they cannot be the same. So we just depict the functional groups differently. So esters are produced by reacting acids with alcohols. So if we react acetic acid with ethanol, we form this ester ethyl acetate, right? This oxygen is connected to this ethyl group. So fun fact about esters, they are what we smell. They're responsible for the odor of flowers, perfumes, and ripe fruits. So when we say stop and smell the roses, we could say stop and smell the esters. All right, see you in the next video.